Welcome. We're back. We're finally back to Player Pass after 14 months of being off. So I'll have to blame myself for last week's debacle of not realizing it was Wednesday. And so we had that big mistake. So thanks for everyone joining us. How's everybody? I'll start over to my left. I see Alden. How are you doing?
I'm good, bro. We got a little switcheroo there.
Yeah.
I'm not used to seeing you on the right.
I know. Well, it's because now you're an admin, so it didn't necessarily put me. It normally puts me in that spot.
Yeah, right.
So neat. Oh, so you doing well? I see you're running new software there. You got all kinds of fanciness going on.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
We're still playing with it. And we'll next week or so we'll be a lot better with all this new stuff.
Nice. Thank you for having us here, but thank you for joining us. Got Andrew, long time no see, bro. How are you been?
Good. And yes, this is a Christmas shirt.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it looks like some. What's that? Toboggans on there?
What's it?
Oh no, Santa Claus is on there.
Santa Claus is
Christmas pudding.
Yeah. Christmas pudding.
Christmas pudding.
I guess that's an English thing.
Yeah, I don't know what Christmas pudding is.
Look it
Is
up.
that such a thing?
Yeah, it's a real thing. As real as Santa Claus.
Gotcha. Miss Blue, how are you doing today? So nice to see you. I haven't seen you in I don't know, 2 minutes?
2 minutes, honey. 2 minutes. You're right over there. Well, I hear him laughing every time I have my mic turned off.
I'm going to try to keep it down so that you're only picking up on this mic, not the other mic. So thanks for everyone joining us. Let's see who we got over here. We got Jim hanging out with us. Here, I'll let Alban do this. Alban, you can run through since you can actually throw people's names up on the window now.
Okay. I start from the top because
Okay.
I love my man Sohail. You can't beat Sohail. Greatness out there from Portugal as always. Miss you. So happy to see you again. Got Eddie, how you doing? Good to see you.
Hey, Eddie.
Who else we got? Who's this? A2 Media Previews. How you doing?
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Roger, good to see you. Canuck Gal, how you doing, Nookie? Jim, good seeing you.
Hey, Jim.
Who's this? Daryl.
Daryl's hanging out with us today. He made it today. Nice to see him.
Yeah.
I think he's usually on Friday nights, ain't he?
Yeah. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it for us. And hey, Gin Smash today. Gin Smash. So Eddie and Canuck know that one. We'll do that tonight.
I don't. Gin Smash? Oh, some new stuff.
I would call it a strong cooler.
Okay.
I guess would be the best description of it. It's a fruityish, sweet tart kind of thing, but it's made with gin, so it's a little stronger than beer or anything like that. But it's good. I mean, I wouldn't want to get hammered on it, but I don't think that would be a good thing. So
I have many times, and it's wonderful.
I don't know. I don't know how well that would hold up on it later the next day. I don't know how. Too much sugar. So we got everyone here. Let's go ahead and get cranking on that. It's been a long time since we've had a show for Player Pass. So thank you guys for hanging with us and making it back, and we'll try to get back in the swing of it. Got Alban's a little bit more control of the show. So if something should happen to me, Alban has some control, and he can actually be an admin and run the show. So it's on him now. So if it's
you keep saying that, you can't do that. It's not on me on the first time.
I paid the extra.
Yeah, you paid the extra, but you know what? Not an hour ago. Okay, let's got into the program.
So, all right, so we got that going. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for he's been holding down the Telegram chat. So, let's go ahead and take a look at our movies for this week. Is Finch, right? And then we'll talk about. We'll also talk about the movies that we have coming that we're going to look at or that are voting for next week. So, Finch is our movie for this week. Do you need to make me large size, or can you leave it like that? Because you should be able to control that.
Oh, yeah, that's good. No, that's good there like that.
Okay. All right. So today's movie is Finch, Apple TV Plus. So we're going to talk about that with Tom Hanks. For next week, we have the movies to pick for next week, and we will have that by the end of the show. The first one is Dear Evan Hansen, and this is a drama musical. Okay. All right. Eddie probably voted for that one.
It's a full-on musical, like they sing all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Jesus! All right,
but it was actually a good though. I happen to like it.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see what that happens on that one. We got Dear Writer, the Jake Burton story, which would be a snowboarder of some sort.
Snowboarder. I was trying to at least get you used to looking at snow, so I figured it was a perfect movie for you.
I know I have my background. I've got my Winter Wonderland background. So
yeah, it's that guy Jake who's a snowboarder who created a lot of boards. It was a good story.
All right, and then we got Lady of the Manor, rated R, comedy. So
comedy.
Nice little. If you want something a little lighter, a little lighter. Lady of the Manor. We have another Bond movie, 007, No Time to Die. That's been out and released, and everyone's had the opportunity.
And I made Todd watch Casino Royale and Skyfall.
Yes,
you didn't make him watch
though?
No, we watched that first, and then I'm like, okay, you got to watch the two because then you know all about Vesperlind and Felix, right. But it was like, no, not another James Bond movie.
It just, I don't know. I think what bugs me on it, you don't have all of the. Remember all the gadgets that was in the early versions, and even these newer ones.
He still has gadgets.
Few,
he has
very,
gadgets,
very
but
few. Two.
No, because even if you look when he's driving a car, it's a lot different.
Okay. All right.
I hate James Bond.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
He's not my favorite. I like old James Bond, the newer stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
To me, I feel like it's just
I love James Bond movies. I've always liked spy movies and gadget
me
movies.
too. I love
them
more.
So No Time to Die is out. Passing, which is an interesting movie, and I had seen previews for this and some buzz about this, and I want to see this. This is on Netflix. Basically, it has to do with a black woman back in the day trying to pass as a white woman. Am I right?
Yeah.
So
pretty much,
basically giving away your heritage to be accepted in society, and I'm kind of curious how this is going to go because I can see this
Thor,
being.
I think, It's a girl from Thor.
What was that, Blue?
Thor.
What's her name?
Teresa Thompson or
Tessa? That's a girl from Thor.
Tessa
Thompson. She's from Thor. She played Valkyrie.
Yeah.
So.
Valkyrie.
So that's going to be, yeah, you're right. So that's going to be an
Andre
interesting. I'm going to
Holland
watch that even if we don't vote. Yeah. Let's see, Red Notice, which is a new movie, another Netflix movie. You got an all-star crew here with your action adventure comedy going on with that, with Ryan Reynolds and The Rock and Gal Gadot.
Did anybody see the edit of this picture that someone did online?
No.
They put the Deadpool mask on top of Ryan Reynolds and
man.
What you call that, Gabriel?
A Wonder
Woman stuff on her legs, and then they had like
Black Adam for him.
Black Adam.
Did they do Black Adam?
His eyes and stuff.
Oh, that's funny.
So Red Notice, another little spy theft movie. So you guys may want to check that out. So that's one of the items that is up for our vote for this week, as well as Shang-Chi, The Legend of the Ten Rings. Disney. This is what's out on Disney right now, isn't it? I think it is. I think Disney Plus has this right now.
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
Remember, we watched it in IMAX.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the IMAX version. And I will say this, and I posted on Facebook: if you have the opportunity to watch this, and you have a 4K TV, the IMAX version on Disney was phenomenal. I mean,
instead of the letterbox with the black stripe at the top and the bottom, it fills the whole screen. Especially if you have LED lights, it goes on.
But the crispness of the colors of the picture also was very. It was on point with the 4K.
We watched we watched the 1080 of it first.
Yeah.
And then we watched the IMAX version of it, and it was like night and day.
Yes.
Wow.
If given the opportunity, you guys need to watch the IMAX 4K version because it is beautiful. It is a beautiful movie to watch. Even besides being a good movie or a bad movie, it looks really good that way. So those are the options for this week. Dear Evan Hansen. Deer Rider. So we got 2 Deer movies: Lady of the Manor, Time to Die, Passing, Red Notice, and Shang-Chi. So we got those are the movies. So vote. Make sure if you have not voted yet, make sure to vote on Telegram so that we can decide what we have to watch before the end of this show. Go ahead. I hear
right here. The vote's going on. The vote's going on. There, is what I was saying.
Okay, let's see. So we got Finch. So what do you guys think? Finch. We have Tom Hanks, and he didn't have Wilson, but I felt like this was pretty close to having a Wilson. But I mean Wilson could talk back. So, futuristic movie. What was our thoughts on this, you guys? I mean, I was looking forward to this. I thought it was gonna be pretty good. I felt like
I really liked it. I thought it felt really sweet. Yeah, it felt like how Castaway felt with the him having like friends that aren't humans. It was just adorable.
Yeah, I want to take this hat off. Put the hat on to protect us from the bloody headset, but it's too hot. I like this. It's definitely got Castaway vibes, but obviously nowhere near as good as Castaway. Still,
I agree.
I like the. I still like all the characters, even though there's only 3 main characters. still like
there's not a big cast or a big. There wasn't many roles. Look at here, 7 people, and that's you got 1 voice and some flashbacks.
And the rest of the cast that wasn't there. Wait, did they pull them out? No, they didn't pull them.
Yeah, the robot. I didn't realize it at the time. The kid's voice sounded so familiar. He played Banshee in the X-Men First Class movie. Recognize the kid. He's a weird little thing, but I loved him in this. I just
kept thinking.
Jeff.
I just kept thinking he sounds like a Russian robot. That's what it.
He did at first, but then you notice he didn't later on. It's like he adapted kind of. But I like how he named himself Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah. I don't know. To me, I thought that you could tell that where it was going to go, when he was checking it out and he saw the storm going. To me, the only thing I was like, damn, he sure was ready to go pretty quick, because you think about all the stuff he had to prepare, and out he went in less than just, it said 24 hours, but it seems like it took a while. It took longer to be prepared than that. But I thought that the robot, the dog, and him did a good job together. It did give you that Castaway vibe. I couldn't help but have that the whole time.
See, I love the whole premise of it. I love that he made this robot to take care of his dog.
Yeah, the dog.
Like, it was like, how sweet is that? And when the dog finally brings the ball back to him in the end there for the robot, like, oh.
Yeah.
I was kind of waiting for him to throw that ball like 2 miles.
2 miles. Yep, that's what I thought was going to happen at first.
I did like how he put the 4 laws of robotics into it, but he changed the last one from protect humans to protect the dog.
Protect the dog.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering at the start of the movie though, what I was trying to figure out what the plot was and where they were going with it, because it's like story wise, because I wasn't quite sure. And until he got to the bit where he's talking about how he found the dog, and
Mm-hmm.
why it was so important for him to.
For
But
me,
I
it's
just like.
yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, so I know I'm behind like audio wise compared to everybody else, so I'm just trying not to butt in.
Yeah.
Hey, you just got to merge in there, Andrew, because you're a few seconds behind, but that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah. I felt that it took the second time for me to watch it to realize the books that he was reading in the beginning of the movie, because for some reason I just never really, I guess I didn't pay attention, but to see that he was talking about the radiation books and stuff like that, to know that he was dying, you know what I mean?
And they scanned them all in.
And he scanned them in for the robot to understand.
Know it.
Yeah, yeah. Which I thought was neat. I felt for the at the end when the dog was just crying when he died. That was it for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder why did
really
they? You know how they stopped and he got out and he got his suit on and he's just sitting there and I'm thinking, you're wasting time. Get to the fucking to the bridge. Go. Why are you just?
Yeah.
And he just let's enjoy it. Or I guess he was going to die either way.
Yeah.
So
and that to be able to feel the sun on his body again. It was big for him. Yeah.
Yeah, that was interesting how they did that. With there was certain areas that, the East Coast of East Coast had the hole in the ozone.
Oh yeah,
but then the out west wasn't. And I'm thinking that seemed that kind of shocked me that that they did it that way. But I will say that I thought that the comedy between Jeff and Finch, I did like their little rapport. I thought that they did the banter. And you kind of felt sorry for Jeff at times because he's trying to learn and he's kind of simple-minded. And when he went and had that other robot, that other dog thing, what was the one?
The other one that died. I remember it saying.
I got his name too. He said,
crunched.
I know you're only a day old, but you need to grow up.
Grow up.
Yeah, I just felt so bad because it's like that big bear trap just crunch.
Well, and the thing is with Jeff is that he took everything literally. He doesn't understand sarcasm. He doesn't understand, you know what I mean? He was taking things word for word, and that's not his fault. That's Finch's fault for programming him like that. You know what I mean? Not so he couldn't help himself. He was actually obeying orders. Take initiative.
I really enjoyed being a jack,
Yeah. They did a real good job. I thought that the cast, they saved a lot of money on the cast. That didn't cost a whole lot. I mean, again, definitely the special effects. There was a lot of special effects done to it. Yeah, that was there was a lot of money spent there, but I thought that he did a good job. And few actors can pull this off, in my opinion. I really felt like Tom Hanks really.
He's used to it.
Just something about him. He can pull off those weird roles.
See, when I first saw the trailer, I don't know, Tom Hanks kind of feels like he's slipping a little bit in his acting to me. You know what I mean? Like it kind of like how Bruce Willis is not as good as Bruce Willis used to be. Tom Hanks kind of felt like that in the trailer, but I really actually enjoyed him in the movie. I found him great in the movie. So I don't know if it was just me or.
No, I thought
it was great.
Roger said it was Dewey. Dewey was the one with the little robot with the wheels. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that was, and I did. And I thought that they did a really good job with selling you on each of the characters, even when you're talking about these characters being a robot or being the dog, because, like you said, you felt bad when that dog was crying when Tom Hanks dies in this, and you think, you feel bad for the dog because he's lost his owner, and then so I don't know. They did. Sometimes we talk about a script being able to do you buy in on the characters, and I thought that in this movie you bought into the 4 characters that was in the movie.
I cared about
2 of them
I
robots.
cared about them all. I cared about them.
They did a really good job of that.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Let me go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and throw the link out to whoever else wants to jump in the chat. And then we. Oh, go ahead, Andrew.
I'm just going to do this when I want to talk because by the time I jump in, somebody else is talking already. I was just going to say that I think the reason they did such a good job with making people care for the characters is because they give each character, even the robots, like little characteristics that were relatable. And even with like little Dewey, I just saw that as like a little robo dog because it acted like the dog, and it was kind of cute. And obviously Jeff had a little bit of a character. It was quite funny, clumsy, and just like I kind of got mad a little bit at Finch because when Finch is having a go at him and saying you need to grow up and stuff, I'm thinking, well, wait, you made this robot like this.
Yeah.
If you're angry at anybody, I mean, it's a robot first of all. Like I don't know why you expect. I think he got a bit carried away, or maybe it's just because he had like the radiation poison or whatever had got to his head or whatever.
Well, he started treating it kind of like a child, right? It was like having a kid, having to teach it and everything, and then he was disciplining it, and it was like,
So it kind of like give you like, is he like, when's the last time he spoke to an actual human? Because I think he just treated the robot like a human, and he totally forgot it was a robot.
Yeah. Well, and Andrew, you're right too. Like how they each had their own personalities. Like even the dog, when the dog would like look at the robot, like basically like bugger off. You know what I mean? Like it had a personality too. Didn't like him, and Finch said he doesn't trust you, and you could tell.
Yeah.
Hey, we got Rogers jumped in the chat. Thank you for joining us. And I posted the link for anybody else that wants to jump in here. We'll still do a little roundtable discussion about what our thoughts, all of our thoughts on Finch. Did you like it, not like it? What didn't you like about it? Roger, we always can trust you to give us all kinds of super insight because you're just such a smart guy.
Wow, thanks. I don't know about insight. I did enjoy this movie. I watched it a couple of times. I watched it with my 7-year-old great nephew, and that was the most fun watching it with him because he absolutely loved it. So I think even little kids are gonna like this movie. He about cried when Dewey died. Yeah, and the script was okay. The part that I was confused on, I wasn't really confused on it because I knew what was up, but it really threw him for the loop is why was he being chased out of the hospital situation, and had to hide under the bridge, because there was some heavy editing in that part, I'm pretty sure. So it kind of left.
But wasn't he was running from humans, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you and I know that, but they didn't convey it to a kid very well.
Well, yeah, they showed. Well, I guess because they showed the car. That the lights come on when they were taken off, and
he's like, why are they hiding? Why are they being chased? But other than that,
you're right. They didn't. Yeah, they didn't show. They didn't show anybody. And hey, there again, it's another check you didn't have to pay.
Exactly. Well, I'm pretty sure those parts were shot and Disney cut them out because they wanted it to be more lighthearted.
Well, and like you saying, for your 7-year-old, a 7-year-old watched it and enjoyed it, and you're right. I do see where it wasn't violent. You didn't have any blood, gore.
No,
I mean, blood from
except
him
for Dewey's death.
Dewey's
dead. He didn't like that.
So I mean, I guess that it does fit that. I don't want to say Disney, but more that a wider range of people that can watch it.
Well, that was Apple, right? That made that.
Yeah, Apple. It was Apple Plus.
Oh, you're right. I said Disney. Sorry about that.
Yeah,
But yeah,
but it kind of felt like a Disney
it's
in a
it's
way.
a Disney model, I think, aiming at the younger audience and being squeaky clean type of thing. So, but I did enjoy it. I don't have much to bitch about this one. The script was pretty good. Tom, obviously, can carry a movie pretty much by himself. He's done it again.
Yeah,
I love him.
I just wanted to say quick that the other people that like Samara Wiley, she was in it,
Mhm.
and they cut her out, and just thinking about what they would have told her, because she's she's a real actress, you know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
I want to know what they said to her, oh, sorry, we cut you out of a whole film, you know what I mean? And then it's funny because when you were showing the IMDb, it didn't even have her name there.
no,
You know?
it's not even on there.
But if
It's
you
not
look
even
at
on there.
if you use Plex,
Yeah, it's there on Plex.
yeah, it is.
It's there on Plex.
Yeah, because all you get is the mother, the daughter, which was those flashbacks, and the truck driver,
Right.
Yeah.
and then the voice, and so it's just I think you're right that Tom can pull that off, and not everybody can. So Eddie's jumped in here. Let him say a little something. How you doing, Eddie?
Fine, yourself. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I'm not outside, so that's good.
Just when you get ready for the weather, you know?
Hey, I'm trying to get ready. I put this up.
Gotta have a laugh today. Gotta have a laugh. Hey, this movie I really like. The only thing is, the Jeff. I was looking at Jeff when I started him in the beginning. I was like, wait, there's something funny about this guy. And all of a sudden it came to me. I said, the way his head is, you know what it's made out of? Can anybody?
His what?
His head, Jeff. The red head.
The can. It was a can of something. It looked like.
Oxyacetylene torches have these caps to protect the valve.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what it's made out of. But it took me a while because I haven't seen one in a while. But it took me a while to figure out how it was made. But I really like this movie. Because the way it started off, as Finch starts to develop Jeff, and he's having trouble programming and this and that. But at the end, it was really touching where, Jeff gives Finch a hug. Then it made Jeff no longer a robot, but more human. He was like complete, But the dog, I really liked the dog, the way, it was always 100% Finch until Jeff, started throwing that ball and then bring it back to Finch. And finally brings it back to Jeff. And that was good. It was really good. I really like this movie.
Yeah.
Something's funny that Blue and I didn't catch it till right at the end. And that was after Finch died.
Yeah.
And then he took the can and he went, and then it like the can opener was like built into Finch. We never caught that. And Blue says, that's because he's supposed to take care of the dog. And I was like,
that was awesome.
I didn't even think of that until you see him do that. Because I was thinking, because all of a sudden you saw that can go.
The can opener.
And the fact that he's having dreams, I think Jeff is sentient. So I think he's a being.
That was like Sonny in iRobot. Remember when he was dreaming about a bridge and
yeah.
But
cute movie. I liked it.
Yeah, I don't know what the budget, but it shows that you don't have to have tons and tons of stuff. And even if you took a lot of the special effects, which was more, the special effects was really the weather. That was the big special effects in this movie was the weather. If you took all that out, which in the scheme of sci-fi movies, it was this was small. The movie did well. Even if you took that part out, it still would have done well. I think would have still all the things were in the movie that needed to be in the movie to make you care about the movie. So
I bet very little of Jeff was practical. I bet it was mainly CGI. I mean,
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
yeah,
right. Yeah.
Well, it would have been, what do you
Yeah.
call that? Capture their. What do you call it?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
where they probably had someone
wear the
moving.
suit, where they
Like
made
they
the
did. Yeah, exactly. I
motion
can't-
capture is what they call it.
Yeah.
Blue. You were right the
Yeah.
first time.
Yeah, you're right. That's probably right, but I
Well-
mean, but so much we're so used to seeing these sci-fi movies that are, crazy
Yeah,
budgets with.
You don't think that they would have done any robotics in there because there was
I
a lot
doubt
of
that.
robotics.
I bet there was like one Jeff that would stand, and you could pose him like a GI Joe, but I doubt that he moved himself.
Yeah,
What I think they did is
Dewey was probably real. Dewey
Yeah,
was real.
he
Yeah.
was
Joey
remote
would have
control. He was.
Well,
just
what I think
part-
they would have done with Jeff, it had a person with certain sensors on him.
Yeah,
all
yeah,
over.
like Blue
And
said.
then
Yeah.
the robot had the same sensors, but to do the CGI, they had to like connect the two of them together. So in other words, the
Yeah.
guy with all the sensors are doing all the moves, and the CGI puts them on screen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Just
That's
kinda
the way
overlapped it.
That's the way my son explained it to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm sure they had like a couple of Jeffs, like one that would sit in the front seat of the RV or whatever. And
Yeah,
one that
yeah.
would
Those are
stand.
real.
But I'm sure most of it was CGI as opposed to practical.
Yeah, but they did. I mean, again, to me, we watch so many movies that I mean, we'll talk about Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi, beautifully shot, special effects out the yin yang with that. Not to be
Actually, best way to remember it is
yin-yang.
Shang-Chi,
Shang.
because it's like Shang
Shang-Chi.
is like Sean.
Yeah.
That's why she's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you
you're
changed your name from Sean to Shang.
You're right. You're right. But you think about the budgets that went for that, and then we took a look at the movie like this, to me, I don't know what the budget, but the actors is who made all the money in this. Well, the actor, but I don't know. Sometimes we've reviewed movies that struggle on script, caring about characters, just suck. And it's like they could spend tons and tons of money and have a crappy movie with crappy script. You don't care about nobody. And then we look at this, very few people in it, just a couple. And then you're like, wow, this was really good.
I really found this movie fluid. The way it flowed from the beginning to the end. It didn't take much to put a little bit of action into that movie because okay, you're limited in characters, but the storyline was one flowing into another one until the end. The end for me was the punchline when Finch and Jeff they hug. In other words, for me, Jeff became a human being. That's what I like.
100%. I loved that. Actually,
Yeah, I loved it.
he was comforting him. It
Yeah.
was so cute.
And when he told him, he says, "I'm dying," and Jeff looks
Yeah.
at him,
Yeah, Jeff
He-
didn't understand that.
he didn't understand that.
Trying to,
Why is that popping in?
I don't know. It's just somebody being
Okay.
a pain in my butt. So I'm trying to get rid of them,
Mhm.
report them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
I got another one for you, Dabs.
what's that?
It's a more
Wearing a
European.
toque.
Oh, shut
No,
a toboggan.
yeah, this is
A toboggan is something you ride on.
Yeah, that's a sled, Todd.
That's a toboggan right there.
Not called a
Ask people
toboggan.
in North Carolina.
But I got to put a little bit of English in there.
Yeah, Todd, go ahead and say that to people when we're out and about in public in North Bay and to see how many people laugh at you.
You think I'm scared of that? Yeah,
I got all my
ain't
goodies
scared of
out.
that. Yeah.
So what are we going
Sorry.
to next week?
Yeah.
All right, so
Okay.
this is on. I'm sorry, I'm having to go through all these comments. Report.
Somebody
I've done
raid
them
the
all.
channel.
Yeah, a bot.
Naked HD, huh? Wow.
Yeah, you can never find that anywhere on the internet.
That's hard to find.
Yes, we're struggling.
I wouldn't even know how to search for that.
Yes. Especially one with
Yeah,
about the
especially
jerk.
not in incognito.
All right, Alban. So what are we looking at for next week, bud?
Next week, hold on, trying to get back there now.
Yeah, because you got fancy. Hold on, you gotta show us your fancy screen.
Oh, okay, sure. Hold on.
Yeah, let's because Alban, you talk about be paying for
Yeah,
some software.
Alban, your camera looks 10 times better this week. By the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are sexy. You are big sexy, man.
So let's go ahead and throw that out there.
Looks like Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi.
Hold, what's it, Blue?
Shang, like Sean.
Shang-Chi.
Just say Sean, but with a G sound at the end. Shang.
You changed your name from
Shang
to Sean?
Schlong.
Yeah. Let me minimize you there. All right. So yeah, we got that. So that'll be next week's movie. I'll go ahead and share mine so you guys aren't confused on what movie we got to do next week. So this will be the movie for next week. Shang-Chi, The Legend of the Ten Rings, Marvel movie. You can watch this on Disney Plus. So if you are a person that doesn't have opportunities to be able to see it in other ways, it is on Disney Plus. And we got to be honest, there is a plethora of movies that have come out the last couple of weeks. And I mean, this Red Notice, Passing, No Time to Die. What was it? What was the other? There was another
Soprano movie.
Yeah, The Soprano. Was it Newark? Was that Newark?
Many Saints of Newark.
Yeah. I mean, been a lot of movies. Yep. So lots of good content is out right now. So definitely some stuff. We go through dry spells and not a lot, and then.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, Go ahead, Eddie.
That up? No, my son was saying, they told me that somebody bought out for Transformers. The people are putting out Transformers and put it back. I think it's Paramount. They said they put back Transformers until 2023.
23.
And the reason, I beg pardon? To 2023. And he explained to me why. He said what they're doing, they're reviewing all the content they're doing because there was so much scrap that's being put out. And they want to get more quality editions to go out. So they're taking more time to make the movies better. That's why they're putting back Transformers to 2023 because they want to get all the CGI and everything perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it's a repeat movie.
Right. But I just want to say that's what they did with the Shang-Chi. Because that when they started that movie, then they ended up going. Then COVID hit, and they had half the movie already done, and so now that's why they were able to spend so much time getting all of that CGI done because those guys were just sitting around doing nothing. So they spent that time on the CGI, and
just
so
put this out there. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Sorry, Albert. No, you finish.
Okay. So now, if hopefully these they'll start noticing that hey, maybe instead of us just keep pumping out all these movies out, let's spend some time and working on them, and because they've been putting too much junk out.
Yeah. Well, look, like this week, when was it last week? Home Sweet Home Alone came out. Okay. My kids worked on that movie, and when I watched it, my son said, "Hey, Dad," he says, "Look at it, but look at it with an open mind." I did. I said it sucks. He said, "Yeah."
Sorry,
we agree with you.
Yeah, I'm glad you told us that because I was gonna dog that movie out, but since your son's worked on it. But there was another movie, Blue. What we saw a preview for something, and you said to me, you said, I bet you Eddie's kids are gonna work on that because it was a director, and you
Roland
said
Emmerich.
his.
Oh yeah, Moonfall.
Moonfall.
Yeah,
And
it
you
comes
said,
out it comes out in February.
Did
yeah,
your
'cause
boys
you
work
said,
on it?
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
yeah. She called it. She said, I bet you his son's worked on this because she says
Yeah.
he works with that director. They work with that director. So yeah, look forward to that.
Yeah.
It's neat. And this is neat
Well-
when we get to have people that are,
Yeah, but Roland
It's
Emmerich,
almost
every time he's going to do a movie in Montreal, he phones my kids. He says, I want you guys on my movie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know
Nice.
why. It's nice.
Just so you
Can't
know,
get
the
shit
main guy
done.
the main guy in Shang-Chi is from down south.
Oh, yeah?
He was born in China, but he moved here when he was 5, so he's Canadian.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we,
I like-
we,
I
and we
like-
know.
Blue, did you
Huh?
watch Assembled? Did you watch Assembled? The Marvel Assembled? Assembled.
What was it about
There's a
again?
show about the Shang-Chi. They go through all of those newer Marvel movies.
No, I don't. I didn't see.
the
Is that the behind the scenes for each of them?
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen the one for.
Thanks,
Assembled.
Alvin. Thanks.
Yeah,
Alvin.
you got. Yeah, well, they're not long
Yeah.
shows. Well, they are long
And
shows.
hello, I had to watch goddamn football. He can watch a little bit of Assemble.
An hour.
I know there's more than one TV in the house.
Yeah, technically, but I keep trying to shoo him onto his computer. I'm like, aren't there people you should go talk to or something so that I can watch?
Yeah, I know. I've been hearing that.
She does it. She's like, yeah, you
I
haven't
like
been on
it
your
just-
computer lately.
I said, if you're sticking around here because you feel like you're supposed to or whatever, I'm okay with you doing your own thing. You go right ahead.
Oh,
Yeah, well, we're both used to our own space, so there is
Yeah.
some adjustment,
Mhm.
but it's nothing.
Yeah.
We haven't had any fights or nothing yet, so
thank
nobody's choked anybody out.
Nope.
God.
It's been pretty
So,
good.
Yeah, it's been good so far. And so we'll get that. Let's see. So where we at? We're at 42 minutes. I guess we'll go ahead and start wrapping her up, and then Andrew
Yeah.
get to bed before long. So
Yeah.
final thoughts. What are you guys thinking about, or comments that we weren't able to make?
Go ahead, Will.
Just want to say, Todd's probably mentioned this before. Mayor of East Town,
Easton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
fantastic TV show. Watch it. It's worth it. It's great.
Do you know? There's a new one out too, right? A mayor of.
We watched it last night.
Kings, yeah,
Kingstown.
Kingston.
Kingston.
Yeah.
Kings.
I didn't watch it yet. How was it?
I
It's
watched
good.
the first. I
Two
watched the,
episodes so far. It's good.
I watched the first
Okay,
one
good.
today.
All right.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Even
That's
if
what-
you
Jeremy
It's-
Reiner.
Well, and just the first one though, Mayor of Easttown, it's Mare, not mayor. Like
Yeah.
the second
Yeah.
one that Aubin was talking about is the mayor.
M-A-Y-O.
yeah, that was good. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we watched that yesterday, and I was like, "Woo, it was good." So there's been some good TV shows too that have been
Has
popular.
Yeah.
We watched.
What
was that one that was the-
Stone's back on?
What was the? Oh yeah, I mean, I'm Succession. I'm
Oh.
Succession. This season is going to be forever. 'Cause
Billions?
I'm watching one season at a time. I'm watching one episode at a time. Billions. I'm into season 3, so I got a ways to go on that. But
I get it.
Succession. Oh God, I haven't watched Yellowstone for this season yet. So I got 3 episodes of that. Well,
Okay.
yeah, 3 because it's a 2 hour and 1 hour. So yeah, good stuff. Hawkeye comes out next week. Jim says that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Hawkeye's in Jeremy Renner. What's his name?
Renner, yeah.
Yeah, he's in that
He's
mayor
the
of
mayor of Kingstown.
Kingstown. Yeah, but that mayor of Kingstown held my attention.
Okay.
Yeah, Alvin.
All right. Yeah. I was gonna tell everyone, make sure you watched when you watch the movie, watch it all the way through, because you know how Marvel is.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Definitely have.
They
Actually,
do
all
twice.
the way. Yeah, there's
All the
two.
way through.
Yeah.
They did two
Yeah.
of them. So
Actually, the first time Todd and I watched it, we saw the first one and then we turned it off. And then the second time we watched it, we just had to let it run. And it was like, oh, crap. That was awesome.
Anybody watch How Did They Fall?
Yeah.
I
haven't-
didn't
I haven't
make it
watched
very
it yet.
far in that one. God, I shut it off. It was bad.
Yeah, I that looks like it would be good. I mean, it's got a lot
Yeah,
of big characters, a lot of big stars.
Yeah.
In that.
It
A
does.
lot of stars,
Looks like
but
it should be
you
good,
know.
but it sure shit is not.
But see,
I
that
like the
goes back to
soundtrack was good.
you get all that money spent on the actors,
on the actors.
you know, big budget.
You know what, though?
And
It reminded
no
me,
room
like,
for the script.
the look of it reminded me. Do you guys remember when Magnificent Seven came out? The one that came out a couple years ago with Denzel
Mhm.
Washington and Ethan Hawke,
Mm.
and it was
Yeah.
like jam packed with stars, and it was absolute garbage.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, the original Magnificent Seven there, phenomenally
great.
good. Yeah.
Great.
So it was like sometimes a large ensemble, well known cast just stinks.
Just
Yeah, I
doesn't-
think they're
More
all
times
trying
than
to outact each other. It was a bunch of overacting.
Yeah.
There's a movie the movie coming out. It's not, well, it came out on October the 12th. It's not out officially, but it's like a documentary of New Orleans. It's called City of a Million Dreams. I've seen the trailer on it. It's the history of New Orleans, the 300-year history of New Orleans. So it's something to look at. If you can get it, I can get a hold of it.
Yeah. Well, if it's got music based on it, we know that you'll be on it.
Yeah.
So, all right. So we got that. Andrew, since Andrew's always 2 seconds behind us, and we always seem to cut him off. Andrew, anything you want to say before we roll out of here? All right, yeah.
Play.
Yeah.
Because we forgot to
Yeah.
say
Oh,
we forgot to
hey.
do that. It's been so long.
you know, the whole premise of the show.
We're all out of whack. We're all out of
Hey,
whack.
the name of the show is Player Pass. So at this time, we're going to give this a Player Pass. Play would be that if you would recommend this movie to your friends. Pass would be you wouldn't want your name labeled to this. Good grief, I cannot believe I just forgot that the premise of the show. Andrew, thank you for being there. And then we'll go through about what the real vote was in the group because I didn't vote in there. So Andrew, so you said you give this movie a play.
Yes.
Okay, he gives us a big play. What about you, Roger?
I think it's a definite play. It's a very good movie.
Okay. All right. Eddie with the hat.
Super play for me.
Super play. Awesome. Miss Blue.
It's a play for me. I liked it. I thought it was adorable.
Okay. For me, since I'm going along this lines here, I definitely give it a play. Aubin?
I give it a play also. And we've got, we were away for too long, as we can all see now,
it is. Yeah, premise of the show. Dirt. And so in the Telegram room, what was that?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking now.
I didn't even vote.
Oh, you didn't vote in there?
I didn't
but that's
either.
all right.
Can I say something?
Yeah,
I want
to
to thank Alvin for taking over while you were moving from North Carolina up to Canada, because we found a lot of few goodies. Like an example, Roger. He's on the snap camera, and we had some other. We're playing around with other little things like that, but we had a hell of a fun. We missed you, but we had fun.
Oh yeah. I jumped on a couple times, like after it.
Yeah.
And
I just
that was
want
all
to know
through
where
Telegram.
Yeah, I want to know where the beach is. I'm worried about.
Yeah,
it.
that's weird.
I
haven't
it
heard from
is.
Dave in a couple of days actually, so I don't know.
Since his birthday.
Yeah,
It's
his
It's his birthday.
He probably
So
went and
happy
got some hookers, and he's still busy.
Yeah, I know, right? You know which hooker came over, right? Because I did send her. The girl from the other, curling movie.
Oh. Jerry curls.
I hope he keeps it to ass play, so there's no question on paternity.
Or maybe he got arrested. Maybe he's in jail.
Oh no.
Well, hopefully they're wheelchair accessible to get in and out of jail. So,
Yeah.
yeah, and hey, happy birthday to Alban last week. So that was
Yeah.
Alban's
Happy
birthday
birthday
last
to you the
Tuesday.
week before that.
Yeah, so it was DeBeach's birthday was this Tuesday. Last Tuesday was Alban. The Tuesday prior, it was mine. And then 2 days or 3 days prior to that was Andrew's birthday. Because weren't you the end of October?
25th.
Yeah. So it
Andrew,
was
how
like,
old are you now?
20
Two.
plus 17.
Oh, man.
looking good though. Looking good though. He's
Yeah.
looking good. Yeah,
Yeah,
it definitely.
I just shaved my head.
Yeah, I definitely thanks for Alban running the Telegram room and him having live chats that were. So if you guys aren't in the Telegram group, you missed when Alban was creating live chats, and you had Patty was in there.
Yeah.
We are
Yeah.
see she's
Nuck.
over there.
Nuck was there every week.
Nookie,
Yeah.
Yep, Nookie was in there.
Mandy.
Look at
Mandy.
Hey, Pen, what's
AU2
up?
gave that a pass. Yeah. So
Oh, he did
Patty, Patty and Penn, did you guys give this a play or pass? Dalton gave it a play. So I'm just give you guys just a second. A2U gave it a pass. Okay. I can't believe I forgot that it was play or pass. Even the voting. Oh my gosh, it's been too long.
Yeah.
I'm fired. That's why I made him an admin on it, so he can take the show over when I'm not here. He can control it all. Canuck
no, I
gave it a
can't.
pass. Wow. And
What?
Patty gave it a play. Yeah, yeah. So we'll have to get to her. You'll have to talk to her after the
Yeah,
show,
she-
Alban. Try to
Yeah.
find out.
Yeah,
Find out why.
You have to jump in the after. She'll jump in. She better jump in.
Yeah. She'll jump in after we do the live show. So, anything anyone wants to say before we roll? So Andrew, anything you want to say before we head out?
No, just goodbye, I guess.
Yep, and watch the tournament that's going on over in the UK.
And watch Lion King. Not Lion King. Tiger King.
Lion King, yeah.
You
Tiger
can
King.
watch Lion King if you want. I haven't seen that the
Tiger
live
King
action one.
2.
No, you didn't watch the first Tiger King?
No, I was on about the live action Lion King. I haven't watched that.
Oh,
Roger, anything you want to say before we roll out?
Well, thanks for the invite as always. Had a good time. I'm so happy for you and Blue to finally be under one roof and can, be like the rest of us miserable bastards. Their wives. But at least she's cool. So you got that going
Yeah.
for you. But I'll see you
better than
guys
cool.
next time.
Thank you. Eddie, anything you want to say?
Oh yeah, just keep safe and just let's. You got any freezing rain yet?
Yeah, had it today.
Yeah, it's coming down like crazy here.
Ours was
So-
like this morning. I told Todd, I said, "Don't go out today because you're not used to that."
No, try out your new tires.
I did. I actually did this afternoon, but we'll talk about that.
Oh,
in the
did
show.
you?
Yeah, I went to go ahead and
It
pick up
wasn't
at
freezing
the
anymore. It was just rain at that point.
No, it was slushy. It was fine.
Yeah.
My tires were like, rip, rip, rip. It was like, wow. That was great. Alban, anything you want to say before we go?
Thanks for everyone getting back together again. The band's all here. I'm so happy to see that because, I missed the three of you guys for so long. I'm so happy that. Hey, it's the truth. I miss you guys. I'm so happy that the two of you are at least in the same place right now.
Yep.
We waited a long time for it.
Yeah, but
Really
they're
did.
they're still in two separate.
Yeah. Oh wait.
rooms.
Oh, actually, hold on one second. Just as a little bit of proof for people out there that might think, "Oh yeah." Hold on.
Yeah.
You should swap.
She's gonna come to the
seats.
Winter Wonderland. Welcome to the Winter Wonderland.
Yay,
Oh, it's so
yeah,
cold in
right.
here.
Blue, you're not
Yeah,
dressed for it.
Wait a minute. How the hell did she get to America that fast?
Yeah,
Yeah, so I'm getting
thanks.
a fun echo of him talking, and then a second later, I can hear him on here.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's me.
but
So
I'm so happy that you guys are together. Really,
Thanks,
you
Aubin.
know.
thank you.
Yeah.
Well, again, thanks everyone. Blue, I didn't get to. Did you have anything to say before we go?
No, no, of course not, Todd. Just feel free to skip right over.
I'll hear about it later.
No,
you
you won't.
let everybody else talk, but don't let me talk.
You won't, because I'm okay.
I know. So hey, thanks for everyone joining us. It's great to be here, be back online, be back doing our show. We kind of we had some time off, and to get myself situated up here. Still getting acclimated to getting shows going. I definitely got to get my video. I got to get a kick in my ass and start getting my videos, the videos that I have in my head that I want to do. Got to get those going. So one step at a time. Massive thanks to Alvin, who over here, who held the reins while I was offline and wasn't around doing the stuff on Telegram, and all of you guys that jumped in on the chats, because you guys saw I jumped in a couple times when I was around. It was good to see everybody having a good time. And, that's what it's about, getting to hang out with people and having fun and connecting. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and go. I will post the link. I'll copy. I'm going to go ahead and toss it in here, but we'll also post it in the Telegram rooms. So anybody that wants to join in can, because I got to eat my dinner because it should be ready here in a few minutes. Oh. And I will.
Okay. It's not ready yet.
Hey.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be close. So see you on Friday, and we're hopefully I may have Insight for Android maybe on again on Friday.
This time.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So, hey, well, thanks for joining us on Player Pass. We'll see you guys on Friday.